Welcome back, everyone. That was terrific, Matthew. I'm telling you. We have this little game we have to play before we start talking to you, which is while the graphics are going, we pretend we're talking. Okay, so now you know a secret that otherwise. I'm going to let you in on another secret. Right here in our community, we have an educational institution that really gives meaning to the art of education. It's the Waldorf School. I remember early in the 80s, when the Waldorf School kind of started here in Saratoga. And joining me today is the Director of Development and Community Outreach, Matthew Kopans.
That's right.
Very nice to have you back, Matt.
It's good to be back.
Matthew joined us last year when we got word that Circus Smirkus was coming to town.
That's right.
Circus Smirkus, for your information, based in Vermont, a very eclectic, incredibly talented and creative traveling circus company who comes to Saratoga to help support the Waldorf School. So Matthew, let's start with just a little bit about the Waldorf School.
Sure.
Why is it different?
You know, we really believe that we need to treat kids as kids, and so we wait to teach subjects until the right time, and we integrate the arts throughout our curriculum, so even in science classes and English classes and history classes, kids are drawing or singing, and we try to teach to the whole human being. So we have movement in all of our classes, we have hands-on teaching, we do lecturing when necessary. We do everything so that students who learn in different ways are all able to learn as much as they can.
Well, you know what? That individualizes education, which is really key. Words that are triggers for me. Sense of wonder, sense of discovery, sense of exploration. Well, this is really education. I mean, if your child is wedded to this mobile device in their hands, that's non-communicative in so many of the ways that human beings are meant to learn.
Yeah, when we don't let our kids at our school use mobile devices, we don't even use computers until the high school. So our kids really learn how to be with other people instead of just with the thing that's 8 inches away from their face.
That's right. Yeah. You know, we had recently talked to a graduate from the Waldorf School, and she was so impressive. She had social skills and communication skills that belied a lot of adults that I know. And this whole idea, you know, I want to cycle back on one thing. Yeah. The whole idea of teaching a child when they're ready to learn that specific skill. Yeah. You know, so much of today you rush, oh, my child's 4 years old and doesn't speak Chinese. Oh my God, what am I going to do?
Right.
You know, explain that a bit.
Yeah, so we wait until the child's brain has developed to the point where they're able to learn some of these subjects. In mainstream education, we hear a lot of people trying to teach reading earlier and earlier and earlier. A kid's not really ready to learn how to read until they're 6 or 7. And then they'll just learn quickly and be able to do it. And studies have shown, Waldorf has been around for over 100 years, and we've been doing this for a long time, but studies recently have shown that the later a kid learns, the more likely they are to like reading when they're teenagers and be good at reading for content when they're older as well. So we're really, we wait. And in some places we go earlier. We do math a little earlier than some places because the kids are really ready for that, ready for division and breaking things into groups before, even in first grade.
Well, you know what? If you are so in tune with the child that you're teaching through the methods of discovery and exploration and wonder, they'll talk to you. You'll know.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and we're not rigid in when we teach people how to read. I have twins, and my son is reading, and the teacher will give him a book and let him read when he wants to read. My daughter's not reading, and she'll be doing something else in that period. So it's very individualized in that way. It's a great education.
You know, it's such a wonderful fit for this major fundraiser that they do to bring Circus Smirkus into town. If you've seen them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Think on the League of Cirque du Soleil, and you'll get the idea. But a very important distinction with Circus Smirkus is they're young performers.
They are. They're ages 11 through 18. And in some ways it acts as a minor league for these big circuses like Cirque du Soleil and Ringling Brothers. But the tricks you'll see are just as dazzling, if not more so sometimes than those other shows. And this year's theme is Up, Up and Away, the history of flight, and you'll see kids flying throughout the big top. It's going to be amazing.
It's unbelievable. Every year they hold it, or at least the last few years, I think they've held it out at Saratoga Casino and Raceway, which I think is now Saratoga Casino Hotel. They have a big field there, and they pitch the tent. It's a big one-ring affair. Yeah. They allow the children to come really close, right up to the ring.
Yeah, like the kids get to right up to the ring. It's unbelievable. They love it.
You know what? I recall seeing their faces.
It's unbelievable. I mean, every kid who leaves it wants to join the circus.
Yes.
Like, to a T.
I love it. Now, this year, they're coming this Friday the 8th and this Saturday the 9th. Only 2 days, 4 performances on Friday the 8th, 1 p.m., 6 p.m. Next day, Saturday the 9th at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m.
That's right.
And tickets are available, and the money goes to the Waldorf School.
That's right, yeah. I mean, it goes to the circus as well, but,
Yeah, sure.
yes, it helps as a major fundraiser for us. Tickets are available on smirkus.org, or you can get them locally at Crafters Gallery or at the Children's Museum.
Okay, let's do that again. The Children's Museum, Crafters Gallery right here on Broadway in
Yep.
Saratoga, or you can go to smirkus.org.
Correct.
Okay, smirkus.org, and you can get the tickets there. I highly encourage you to bring your little ones and expose them to just some of this wonder. Because, you know, as I think you could probably tell, both Matthew and I feel very passionate about it. My own granddaughters, I feel very passionate about the way they're learning.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
especially in this world that can be very confusing.
You know, having a kid want to learn is the only way they're going to learn. And so that sense of wonder is so important. And frankly, all the adults who leave Circus Smirkus too have a newly found sense of wonder, I have to say.
Well, you know, learning is a life experience.
It is.
That's for another interview, by the way. But again, this Friday the 8th, Saturday the 9th, Circus Smirkus. It's out at the Casino Raceway. The money goes to support the Waldorf School in our community, K through 12.
Pre-K through 12.
Pre-K through 12. Wow, you've grown. So that's grade school and high school as well. And we can tell you from interviewing some of the kids ourselves, what a wonderful leg up they have from an education like this.
They really do.
Well, Matthew, it's great to see you again.
It was great to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
Wow.
To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.